We're a family farm here in Wrangle in Lincolnshire. There's myself, my older brother and my mother and father that are part of the farm, and then we have about four full-time employees and anywhere up to 15 or 20 casual employees to pick and harvest the vegetables as and when they're ready. Great aunt did a family tree, and I think she traces back into the parish since about the 1700s. So the farm originally was conventional with sprays and fertilisers back in the 70s. The reason why we went organic was my father used to do all the spraying, and in those days there weren't the filters and the tractors and the cabs and everything quite so good. So my father used to come in and have headaches, and so my mother said, well, this can't be good. You know, you're coming in after a day spraying and you're having to stop work because you're not feeling very well. So she thought there's got to be a better way than this, and so she looked into the organics. And that is history, really. We went down the organic line, and about 30 years on, the whole farm is organic now. It's very challenging. It's very challenging. If you're conventional, you've got the armoury of sprays and fertilisers. If things look a bit poorly, you can give it some artificial fertiliser and pick it up. In organic, you're a lot more planning. You've got to get the fertility into the ground before you grow the crop. You've got a lot more work and a lot more expenses in looking after the crop to get it to look as good as this. Now that's the swede when it comes out. Just a little trim off the bottom. Now, this little chap, the joys of organic, 80% is fine, and that little, what's caused that is cabbage root fly. We don't want to throw all of that swede away just because of a little bit of root fly, and with 2 peels would be out. And so this is what we hope consumers understand, the challenges that we have when we're growing some of these crops. We're here in the cold store. It's running at about 2.5 degrees when outside is mid-20s. So the produce, as soon as it's harvested, it'll be brought straight off the rigs and trailers, straight into the cold store and chilled down as fast as we can so that it preserves it nicely. So the celeriac that you saw in the field earlier, it's harvested and put into the bins, and then just before we're needing it for the customer for Organic North, it'll go through a barrel washer, through a washing machine, to take all the muck and the soil off, and then it's final trimmed before going out to Organic North. Of course it tastes better. Yes, I think that there's certain crops are a little bit, you would probably say, are they, aren't they? But I think the majority of crops, then yes, I think you can taste the difference. I think it's because the crop is grown slower without the amount of artificial fertilisers in it that it increases its flavour. These crops will take another 10 days, 14 days longer to mature than a conventional crop. We will walk through this crop maybe 8 or 10 times to pick and finish the crop. Conventionally, probably twice, and it'll be finished. They're a lot more uniformed. But I think it's slower growing, same whether it be vegetables, whether it be potatoes and roots, whether it be cattle. I think it's because it's growing slower.